Hanover Square Press and HarlequinAudio present The Possibility of Life, Science, Imagination, and Our Quest for Kinship in the Cosmos by Jaime Green. This is the author. In memory of my Zadie, Norman Epner, and for Miles Nova, everything new. Living, being in the world, was a much greater and stranger thing than she had ever dreamed. Ursula K. Le Guin, The Tombs of Atuan. Watchful Stars. When I was very little, I was scared of the night sky. I remember hurrying from my parents' car to the front door so that I wouldn't be out in the open too long. I felt like the stars were watching me. But soon enough, the sky became a friendlier place. My dad taught me the names of the constellations and how to find the North Star pouring off the tip of the Big Dipper, a real feat in the light-polluted skies of Queens. And then, a few years later, the idea of a vast cosmos became a promise, not a threat, because it might be full of benevolent creatures. What happened was I started watching Star Trek: The Next Generation. Those are the first aliens I remember. Well, the first I remember loving because I was terrified of E.T. But quickly my world became full of them. Kind Starfleet officers with minor prosthetics to differentiate them from their human colleagues. The sandworms of Arrakis, glowing deep-sea angels in the abyss, Meg Murray's beloved Aunt Beast. There were bad guys and monsters, but there was so much hope, too. And while pop culture was populating my imaginary worlds, the science I learned in school and from PBS specials watched on playdates with equally nerdy friends was expanding my sense of what was possible. Rovers landed on Mars, SETI listened for signals, and around when I was 12 years old, the first planets beyond our solar system were found. Thinking about aliens was in some ways the same thing as thinking about science. Looking at a star and imagining planets around it was the same as imagining who might live there. Learning about space-time and the hard limit of light speed was the same as imagining ways to subvert these laws to traverse the galaxy, was the same as thinking about my friends on the Enterprise who already had. Thinking about aliens was thinking about whether life really needed water and carbon or eyes and hands. Thinking about aliens who might be plants or bugs was thinking about the possible inner life of the plants and bugs in my backyard. But it was more, of course. Thinking about who might be out there was thinking about the possibilities of existence and how humans fit into all of it. Some people are drawn to science by their drive to understand, but what I have always loved most is how science shows us what we don't know, how little we understand of the world even as we're inextricably a part of it. I didn't want to answer questions, but discover mysteries instead, mysteries with tantalizing possibilities, theories and hypotheses and whispers of the truth. Science reveals that our world is so much more than what we see every day. There are cells churning beneath our skin, bizarre ecosystems hidden at the bottom of the ocean, and clockwork mysteries ticking away in an atom's heart. But space offers possibly infinite real estate for wonder. In 1995, the Hubble Space Telescope aimed its mirrored eye at a dark spot in the constellation Ursa Major. It found, in this empty patch of sky, nearly 3,000 galaxies. This photograph, the Hubble Deep Field, has always captivated me. Clouds and spirals scattered in silver, amber, and red, an impossible richness.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?